Hi Year 9s, in this video we're looking at grid references again, and in this one we're looking at proper map grid references. So you notice that we've got some numbers along here on the x-axis, and we've got some numbers along here on the y-axis, and the way they work, if I come into this corner here, is if you say pick any particular point on the map, then you need to sort of see where it lands if you draw a line straight down to here, and see where it lands if you draw a line straight across. And so between what we're sort of thinking about between 10 and 11 is sort of like as a decimal. So you know, this point here would be 10.5, but we just write 105. And so this point here looks like it'd be approximately 103 because it's about 3/10 of the way along. And this point here is between 5.3 and 5.4, so we'd say it's 5.37 because it's about 7/10 of the way along. So once you've got your point there, so say if we called that point A, we'd give that coordinates, and we'd write the x coordinate first, which is 103, and then we'd write the y coordinate 537 straight after, and you end up with this 6-digit number. And that's called a map coordinate. So we're going to look at some examples and see if we can use these to illustrate this concept. So this first question is asking, give an approximate grid reference for Motumariti Island. So Motumariti Island is down here, and so that's the island right there. And so we need to give ourselves coordinates, so we'll track down there. And so that looks like it's about maybe 1 or 2/10 along the way. So we'd write 172 for that. And if we track across to the side here, it's maybe slightly lower than that first example that we did. So it's probably around about 536. And so remembering that we write our first coordinate first, our x coordinate first, that would be 172, and our y coordinate second, that would be 536. That would be our coordinate for Motumariti Island. So let's write that up there, 172, 536. 172, 536. Okay, the next question is saying, what would you find at the coordinate 130, 595? So 130, so there's 13, so 130 is going to be right on that line, and then that's not quite on the line, let's try and put that a bit more closely on the line, there we go, and then 593, so there's 59, so 595 will be halfway along this line here, and so that's where they're crossing. So if we look closely on our map, where those lines are crossing gives us the town of Russell, and so that's what we'd find at that point there. So Russell is what's at that point. Okay, so that's sort of an intro into grid references. So you just got to remember that they're a 6-digit number with the first 3 digits your x-axis, the last 3 digits your y-axis, and they let you pinpoint things on a map. So have a go at exercise 1602, and that should help reinforce this concept.